What's up, YouTube? I'm back, and today I'm going to talk about the action figure gods. This is a topic that's never really been talked about. I think it'll be a good topic to break down. I call them the action figure gods. All of us have experienced them. It's when you think of something, ask for something, and the gods deliver. We all have these stories. Sometimes you may walk into GameStop, Walmart, Target, any place where you pick your action figures up and you see a gem that it just came out that you might get in there. Oh man, it's right there. I remember I walked into Target. They had just came out with, which one it was? I think it was Breaker. I walked in there. I was over there where they keep the NECA figures at. Walked over there, bam, I seen Breaker right there. He wasn't even really released yet. There's been a lot of figures that the action figures gods has delivered for us, and all of us have those experiences. I remember a lot of times, man. I remember stumbling up on the '97 Wolverine. When he was rare. It's been a lot of times, man, and the trick to that is the feeling that you get, the burst of energy when you stumble upon something that you've been looking for and it's on a peg. So that comes to that's why sometimes a lot of people like to buy on Amazon. I do too now. Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Walmart, all the different little spots that you can buy action figures from. But deep down inside everybody, there's a hunter. There's an action figure hunter. And then love those deliverance from the action figure gods. You know what I'm saying? Because I have, I like to buy stuff, like I said, but I do like to hunt still. And, I like to hunt at the Goodwills. I like to hunt at you should I stumbled upon some pretty good pieces this week at the Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's gonna be for dioramas, wreckage for dioramas, but they're good, authentic pieces. And some of them I'm gonna be able to take pictures with. Some 12-inch stuff that I stumbled upon. It'll be great for pictures, or you can stumble up on some stuff that's good for trade bait. You know what I'm saying? Because I stumbled up on some 12-inch figures, G.I. Joe 12-inch figures, and I don't collect, but I'm gonna take them and trade them off and get some things that I might want at some of these comic book shops. We don't have a comic book shop here that does that, but we have a spot here that trades toys with you with, and I probably trade that for a few Joes. There'll probably be some older Joes, but it'll be something I could use. And it was a deliverance from the action figure gods right there, I like to say. It's a lot of things like that. I'll tell you a good story from the action figure deliverance from the action figure gods. This guy on my job, right? Me and this guy, and there's sometimes they come with people. They'll send somebody that will be a key element to your collection. I met a bunch of friends that had to be sent like that, but there's this one guy I got. This is a up-to-date story. This is just recently happened. This guy on my job I've been working with for 5 years, and me and him speak. Hey, how you doing? And I go to my work area. He goes to his work area. The guy, I build machines, so he's one of the guys that hook the computers up to the machines so they can be manually used, et cetera, et cetera. So me and this guy have been working together, passing each other, speaking maybe in the, passing, not too serious. So somehow 3D printing comes up. And then we start switching out conversations about 3D printing. Come to find out, this guy is one of the first guys that built 3D printers, and he has some next level, top level 3D printers. Ding! Wow, deliverance from the action figure guys. I'm like, okay. I think I got something. So me and him, I said, so what all you 3D print? So he starts saying he 3D print models, like little bitty helicopters and this and that. So I said, are you familiar with G.I. Joe stuff? He was like, no, not really. So he was like, but if you could send me a file, I can hook you up. So I'm like, I get on Etsy, start looking for files immediately. I see this, I've been wanting this on Etsy. I said, could you make this? He said, sure. I got myself 4-door AWE striker from a guy off my job, 3D printed, and he has a good 3D printer like the ones Gridiron used, like great, good quality. I mean, he has to because he helped build. He was one of the first guys that built 3D printers. So then I said, man, can you do a Thunder machine? He does me a Thunder machine. He does me a Wolverine. Now he's working on me a Mobat, and we got several other things. I mean, this guy was delivered to me from the action figure gods because I've worked with this dude like 5 years and we never really talked. Now we're cool. I text him, he texts me. Got a relationship. As soon as he walks through the door, we chop it up every morning. Cool relationship. So sometimes, you know, these things comes in like, you gotta watch it. These things can come in weird places. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why you can't be too scared and shy to show your hobby, because you might be standing right next to a person that's a gem. You know, this person is like, this is the person that I need in my corner to help elevate my collection. Like I said before, this is a healthy, I mean, this helps us out in a bunch of different ways, but at the same time, this is a healthy competitive hobby. I don't care who wants to debate that. It's a healthy competitive hobby. That's it. Some of these nights, I stay up 3, 4 in the morning. I've stayed up 6 before. One time I did 23 hours straight up because I'm trying to be the best. I'm staying up late night trying to be the best. I'm not really getting a lot of sleep because I'm trying to be the best. I'm trying to be the best action figure customizer or diorama builder or collector. I'm trying to be the best, and I'm shooting for that. Because, tell you a story. When I was wrestling, there was a guy named Keith McGee. I was number 2, and he was a senior, and I was a junior. You know, it was always like that. He was a senior. He was always a year ahead of me. I wrestled all 4 years. He did too. So anyway, he would always kick my ass. He was like one of the only people in Chicago at that point that on the west side that could beat me, because they had different sections. So anyway, I was like second best. He was first. And he would always kick my ass. One time, you know, I got him down, I got a few points. The match was real close. He wouldn't destroy me. He would just win. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, like, he destroyed me or something. They were close sometime, and sometime he would, you know, the matches were close, and I'm not going to sit here and say we were evenly yoked in that. He was just better than me, okay? He was bigger, he was stronger, he was more experienced than me, he was just better. But I was second to him all the time. And I practiced, me and him, he was just better. And when we had big tournaments, this guy would come over and hang out and talk to me at the tournament. We hung out all the tournaments. We would chop it up, talk, joke, play, through all the tournaments. And we had a competitive camaraderie. And like with a lot of my friends, you know, that I collect with, and I consider them friends, we have a competitive camaraderie. You know, it's there. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the best, you know what I'm saying? I have some friends that does custom as a Major Marcus. He does great custom work. I have some of Major Marcus's action figures. He's done for me. We've traded custom. I've done a custom him. He does a custom me. I said we've got on, you know, we dealt together. He's good. I want to be better than him or just as good as him. And I hope, and I'm pretty sure he wants to be better than me and just as good as me. You know, there's nobody in this situation where you should be sitting up there saying, I don't really think nobody's sitting up here saying, I want this guy to be better. I don't know. I don't think this guy. Nobody's sitting around saying, everybody wants to be good, be the best at it. No matter what they do, you should be shooting for the best. You know, you shouldn't be, even much if you can collect an action figures, it's a competitive competition. Like, and everybody, my buddy Ken did a hell of an interview. Check that out, please. Check that interview out. There's a lot of good talk. There's a lot of good game, and check it out. It's a great video. But I showed him my AWE Striker, 4-door You know what I'm saying? And then he came back and just destroyed me with a Firefly. You know what I'm saying? That's a very a gem that I want, and he just shut it down. You know what I'm saying? That's healthy competitiveness there. If you know, and whatever he asked me for, I got his back on. The same with him, but we do healthy competitive, and we help each other. If he calls and say, "Hey, I need some help," I call him all the time. Him and Rashad. Hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? Now, we're not, trying to get each other, but it's a healthy competitiveness there. And every time either one of them hit a lick on an action figure, they let me know. But it's still a healthy competitiveness. Because everybody wants to be the best. You should want to be the best. I want to have the best. I remember I was doing Marvel Legends real heavy, which I still have. I want to have the most X-Men on the planet, custom X-Men, X-Men period. With G.I. Joes, I want to have some of the best custom G.I. Joes, you know what I'm saying? Even if I have to buy them, I want to have the best. I want to be the best, Like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, all those guys, they were the best because they put in the work. And only how you're going to be the best if you put in the work. I was not pre-ordering figures, you know what I'm saying? Because there were guys, man, that would have devastated, how did how did they get this stuff? Or pre-ordering. I got turned on to that by Ken. You know what I'm saying? He told me, hey man, start pre-ordering some stuff. And he linked me up how to do it. It's all about, like I said, it's all about trying to get hooked up and meeting good people and being with a team that can help you, and plus trying to stay competitive. That's how you're gonna be the best. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some things, I ain't gonna say I'm trying to be the best at everything, but some things, I'm not trying to be the best action figure reviewer. I'm not reviewing action figures, but I will tell stories and show some of my work. But the things that I want to be the best at, I'm shooting to be the best. I would like to be a good interviewer, just as good as Brother Rich. Brother Rich is one of the best. I want to be as good as him. I want to be able to have memorable shows like some people do. There's guys out here that do shows that, man, you remember forever. I want to be able to be one of those guys that get on Facebook, and you could, while you're at work or something, you can say, oh man, he dropped a good video, and you can listen to it and learn something from it. Those are my goals, Sometimes, like me and Ken was saying yesterday, when you're collecting, you should have a goal. In anything in life that you do, you should have a goal. Whether it's collecting action figures, collecting shoes. I have a goal. I had a goal when I was really big in collecting shoes and stuff. I had a goal. I want to have more shoes than my brother. Yeah, I want to have better shoes than my brother. When I was buying Transformers, I was trying to impress my oldest brother. It's always been competitive. And then when you have and then maybe because I got all brothers, we were always competing, even much in drawing. My oldest brother was a monster at graffiti, like next level. Like his stuff was top shelf. He was good. He was real good. I had a bunch of his pieces, and he did graffiti on some of my dioramas for me, man. And it wasn't none of his best work. He just did a quick piece, but it was dynamic to me. And situation came up, somebody destroyed him. It's not even worth talking about. I was hurt, definitely, but it's not even worth talking about. It was straight some BS. So anyway, when I did graffiti, I was trying my best to be just as good as him, if not better. I'm not better than him. And a lot of times, most of the time, you don't get better than the people. But the competitiveness drives you to be the better you. If you're not competing, you're not going to drive yourself to be the better you. You're going to be driving to be like, you be decent. But if you're going to drive to be the better you, that's when you'll have high-level stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll have good high-level stuff to yourself and others. I'm not the best customizer, but I do tell myself I'm the best customizer. Yeah, I tell myself that. Well, I don't go into go in the lab and tell myself, decent, I'm good, I'm okay. I tell myself I'm the best. I take me a shot of coffee and say I'm the best. Now, there's custom, I do selfies. There's some that's right on the money, but there's some that's, they're not on the money. Because the thing with that is, it just like making spaghetti. I like to cook too. Spaghetti is a dish that you would never make the same. You can never make a pasta the same. I don't care who it is. Greens, spaghetti, stuff like that. You can bake a cake and have that cake taste the same. Because I can make a caramel cake, I can make 10 of them. All 10 of them will taste the exact same. But spaghetti is something about it. I can fry some chicken, make sauce, my little sauce that I make. Every one of them gonna taste the exact same. But spaghetti, for some reason, every batch gonna taste different. Sometimes you might make a 5 batch of spaghetti, or your wife or your girlfriend or yourself might make a 5 batch of spaghetti. The next batch, it might not hit like the first batch. That's the same way how doing custom selfies are. You might hit, I'm talking about, you might, bam, oh, he looks just like him. And the next one, you might miss a little bit because it just hit like this. The action figure gods, they may deliver you a hit, and the next time, you might not hit. I know I sound crazy saying this, but it's just how I feel. Or a lot why sometimes I would just tell a person, hey, I can't get this on my own. I'm gonna need your help. So let's get on this phone and let's do something. Or you'll get a call from me over on the Facebook, and I'll call you and say, hey, help me on this because I need some help on this because I just can't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a custom right now for somebody that I'm probably I called them today and I'm probably gonna call them again because you can't just, it's some things you just gonna need to, hey, let's do what you do. And then a lot of times, a person may send me a picture and say, hey, make me, and just artist freedom, and I already see something in that person. But a lot of times you gotta give me some clues, you know what I'm saying? Do you want private security desert style? Do you want night? Do you want what? Okay, and then I can get some motion on that. But sometimes when they just say give me and send me a picture of them, I got like 4 pictures today I gotta do with some people. I'm probably gonna get him a phone call. I'm known for that. I will call you on Facebook. Hey, what's up? It's me. What we doing here? Let's cook. Or sometime I could just get in there and just knock it out and it'll be good. But that's though I was saying, go back to that action figure God stuff. Sometimes you can do a hit. Now, and doing customs and stuff, I'm learning to see how, because I used to say how artists, sometimes we all listen to music and rap or whatever, especially rap. When an artist first comes out, he's hardcore, he's dropping hits after hits after hits. Everything's on point, you screaming, you love it, oh my God. Then as he gets money, he gets a bunch of yes men around him. And he's in the studio, and I'm noticing this by doing custom. He gets a bunch of guys in the studio with him saying, hey man, what y'all, just a hit, because they just want to be around him. Everything he says is a hit, it's a hit, it's a hit, it's a hit. But sometimes you need some guys around you to say, that's not a hit. Don't do that. I got some people around me that's done told me that. Don't drop that. Don't even make that. I've been told that before. You know what I'm saying? That's healthy criticism. You know what I'm saying? You need that too, healthy criticism. So a lot of things come with this, you know what I'm saying? With this collecting too. I've told my buddy, hey, I know guys who's gonna buy some. I say, it's probably not a good idea to buy that. Just wait. They didn't buy it, come to find out something else came out better than that and cheaper. I get a phone call, say, hey man, look at this. I know, And I had a feeling. Sometimes I ain't gonna take the glory around and say, hey, I just felt it, I knew it, I didn't get no signs. Something told me, I seen something in there, and it was probably the action figure gods telling me to tell dude, don't do it. I know a lot of y'all gonna think that's funny and saying, hey, this dude's crazy. Action figure gods, for real. But you too have had an experience that you know you have found a figure, or lucked up with a figure, or got a figure, or some came up with these figures that you know that this probably shouldn't have happened. I probably shouldn't have walked in Walmart and found 3 with them vipers, everybody look, them little toxo looking vipers that I'm not even fooling with. I found 2 of them, or I walked up in Walmart, which I like 3 Grim Vipers. You know what I'm saying? I walked up in I like them Grim Vipers. I walked up in GameStop and found 3 Grim Vipers, and I had the money and I bought them. Delivers from the action figure gods. That's what I call it. And if you guys want to use it, use it. Now, if you don't like it, hey, take it and dump it. You know what I'm saying? Take it and dump it. You know, enjoy chopping it up with y'all. This stuff is really like therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with y'all. I'm noticing that it's real therapeutic. To release your thoughts out to people. It's real therapeutic. It really like, oh, it's relaxing. So I'm finna get in here right now. I had a customer hit me up about a head that I've been working on for him. Nice, very nice project. Brother so he wants this black female with these 2. I'm telling this. I mean, you guys are gonna see it. So this black female, man, it's got these 2 Afro puffs, and then he's on the face. He's wanting like a dark mauve type facial paint job. It looks great. And he's gonna put it on like a helix body. I think she's gonna be like the leader of his camp. And I had ran into a situation where it sounds so dope. I'm gonna make myself one. You know what I'm saying? Just to have it sounds just that dope. His idea, man. And I have to give you all that too. There's some guys out here, man, that has like some really good ideas, man. You know, we got some real good creative people in this community. Real good creative people, man. And big ups to that. So, gave y'all 22 minutes. Not gonna talk y'all head off. Just got off work, decided to come in the lab and drop some hits, drop some thoughts I had today. Things that we touched on, me and Ken touched on last night. Stay tuned, more coming soon. All right, I'm out.